Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're tackling something really crucial for hobbyists: respiratory safety. Specifically, ditching that basic paper dust mask.
Yeah, those things really aren't enough, are they? We're talking about upgrading your protection, especially if you're into RC models, painting, any kind of serious fabrication.
Right. It's about moving to proper NOSH certified gear because let's face it, your workshop, it can be a pretty hazardous place. That flimsy cloth mask just won't cut it.
Exactly. And it's often not just one hazard you're dealing with. It's usually, well, a mix.
A dual threat, you mean?
Precisely. You've got solid particles, think dust from sanding wood, fiberglass, carbon fiber. At the same time, you've got chemical vapors, the VOCs, volatile organic compounds from paints, primers, solvents, glues.
And the levels can be shocking. We looked into this, and sanding dust alone, it can reach 40 milligrams per cubic meter. That's what, 4 times the recommended limit?
It is 4 times the NIOSH limit for total dust. And think about what's in that dust. Lead, maybe chromium from certain primers,
Right.
or really nasty stuff like microscopic carbon fiber shards. They act like tiny knives in your lungs.
Ouch. Okay. And that's just the dust side. What about the vapors?
That's where it gets particularly intense. You're often working close up, maybe 6 to 12 inches away from your project when painting or gluing.
Concentrating those fumes right where you breathe them.
Exactly. Solvents like toluene, xylene, acetone.
Mm.
Common stuff, but nasty in concentration. And the big one to watch out for, isocyanates.
Ah, those are in the two-part paints sometimes, right? The high-performance ones.
Often, yes. And even low exposure can trigger occupational asthma. That's serious. It's irreversible damage.
Okay, message received. Standard mask is out. We need a proper system. What's the absolute minimum standard? What should people look for?
First thing, always, look for an IOSH approval. That's the certification mark. If it doesn't have it, don't trust it.
NIOSH approved. Got it. Then what about the filters themselves?
You absolutely need a P100 filter for the particulate side. Let's break that down. P means it's oil-proof. This is mandatory because painting and finishing work pretty much guarantee you'll encounter oil-based aerosols, which degrade lesser filters.
Okay, so N-rated filters are out because of the oil. Makes sense. And the 100?
And 100 means it filters out 99.97% of airborne particles. That's essentially HEPA-level filtration. It'll catch that fine dust, the metal particles, the carbon fiber.
All right, P100 handles the dust, but what about the other half of that dual threat, the chemical vapors, the VOCs?
Right, the P100 filter does nothing for gases and vapors. For that, you need activated carbon cartridges. Specifically, look for ones rated for organic vapors, usually marked OV.
So 2 separate things, P100 for dust, OV for vapors.
Well, you need both at the same time since you're sanding and painting, often in the same session. So you look for the integrated combination cartridge, the easy way to spot it. The color code?
Color code.
Yeah. NOS uses specific colors. For this combination, organic vapors plus P100 particulates, you need the cartridge that's black and magenta. Black for OV, magenta for P100. See those 2 colors together? You're covered for both threats.
Black and magenta. Okay, that's the key combo. Now, assuming we find cartridges with that code, what about the mask itself, the part that goes on your face? Are there different types?
Yeah, definitely. Most reputable brands, like 3M, for example, use that same OVP100 standard cartridge type across different mask bodies. The main difference is really comfort, features, and, well, price.
So what's a good starting point, maybe for someone who only does this occasionally?
For the occasional user, something like the 3M 6000 series is a solid, affordable choice. It's usually made of a thermoplastic elastomer, TPE. Does the job, very durable. Bit basic, maybe, but effective.
Okay, but if you're in the workshop more often, spending a few hours at a time.
Then you'll appreciate upgrades. Look at the 3M 6500 QL series. The QL stands for Quick Latch. Big convenience factor.
So quick latch, how does that work?
It lets you drop the mask down off your face with a simple flick of a latch without taking off your safety glasses or hearing protection or undoing the head straps. Great if you need to talk or take a quick break. Plus, the 6500 usually has a silicone face seal, which is softer and conforms better than TPE.
Ah, I can see how that would be useful. Avoids the whole awkward fumble taking everything off.
Exactly. Saves a lot of hassle.
And for the really serious hobbyist, someone spending whole afternoons or evenings working.
Then comfort becomes paramount. You look at premium silicone masks, like the 3M 7500 or maybe a Honeywell North 7700. They use even softer silicone, designed to distribute pressure evenly, reduce fatigue over long wear times. If it's comfortable, you're more likely to wear it properly the whole time.
Makes sense. But you could have the best mask in the world and it's useless if it doesn't fit right.
Absolutely critical. The seal is everything. And this is often the unpopular part.
Mm.
For a reliable seal with these half-mask respirators, you really need to be clean-shaven where the mask touches your skin. Stubble breaks the seal.
Right. No shortcuts on the seal. How do you actually check you've got a good fit each time?
2 simple checks you must do every time you put it on. First, the negative pressure check. Cover the filter cartridges with your palms, inhale gently. The mask should suck slightly onto your face. No air leaking in.
Okay, negative check. What's the second?
Positive pressure check. Cover the exhalation valve, that little port on the front, and exhale gently, like you're trying to puff out your cheeks. The mask should bulge slightly outward. Again, no air leaking out around the edges.
Negative in, positive out, check for leaks. Got it. What about replacing the filters and cartridges? They don't last forever.
Definitely not. For the P100 particulate filters, the magenta part changes them when breathing becomes difficult. That means they're getting clogged. Or a good conservative rule is every 40 hours of use, or 30 days, whichever comes first. Just write the date on them.
40 hours or 30 days for the P100s.
Yeah.
Okay. And the OV cartridges, the black part.
Those are trickier. The official failure point is called breakthrough. That's when you start to smell or taste the chemical through the mask. If that happens, the cartridge is saturated, and you need to leave the contaminated area immediately and replace the cartridges.
Wait until you smell it. That sounds a bit risky.
It is. That's why best practice is proactive replacement. Don't wait for breakthrough. For a regular hobbyist, changing the OV cartridges every, say, 3 to 6 months is a much safer approach, depending on how often you paint or use solvents.
Proactive change, 3 to 6 months. Much better. Okay, last point. Storage. Does it matter where I keep the mask when I'm done?
Hugely important. Those activated carbon cartridges, they work by absorbing vapors. They don't care if you're wearing the mask or not. If you just hang it up in your workshop.
It's soaking up whatever fumes are lingering, like gasoline from the mower or leftover paint thinner smell.
Precisely. It's using up its capacity while it just sits there. You must store the respirator and its cartridges in a sealed airtight container, a large Ziploc bag, a plastic tub with a good lid, and keep it away from the workshop environment. Store it somewhere clean.
Seal it up, store it clean. Got it. This really drives home that it's an investment, not just in gear, but in, well, your future ability to do the hobby.
Exactly. Your body keeps score of every chemical hit. Repeated exposure can lead to sensitization, meaning you react worse over time.
So this gear isn't just about avoiding a headache today. It's about making sure you can still build, paint, and create years from now without making yourself sick. Really makes you think. So the final thought for everyone listening: what's one small change you can make to your safety routine, starting today, to make sure your passion remains sustainable?